This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of May 24th, 2022. I'm Alex Brown. Global auto giant Stellantis and Samsung SDI are forming a joint venture that will invest more than $2.5 billion to build an electric vehicle battery facility in Kokomo and create 1,400 jobs. Stellantis COO Mark Stewart says the investment could gradually grow to more than $3 billion.
It ensures the Kokomo community continues to play a central role in our company's efforts together to provide safe, clean, and affordable mobility to our customers today and in the future.
Construction is set to begin this year, with production beginning in the first quarter of 2025. The plant will join 4 others in Kokomo, in which Stellantis has invested more than $630 million over the last few years to repurpose for the production of next-generation engines and transmissions. Indianapolis will host the NFL Scouting Combine for 2023 and 2024, continuing its streak of hosting the event since 1987. The city beat out Los Angeles and Dallas to host the Combine, which this year generated nearly $10 million in economic impact. Indianapolis-based Greenlight Guru has acquired Vertex Intelligence, a data science company in Zionsville. While financial terms of the deal were not immediately disclosed, Greenlight Guru says the Vertex team will serve as the foundation of its in-house data science department. From the #1 source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
IBJ Media delivers business news covering central Indiana and the entire state. The Indianapolis Business Journal and Inside Indiana Business are now part of the same family. Look to the IBJ for in-depth coverage of central Indiana's business community, and tap into Inside Indiana Business for stories that extend throughout Indiana. 2 resources: unlimited business insights that help you stay informed and get ahead. Learn more at ibj.com and insideindianabusiness.com.
The East Central Indiana Regional Partnership has submitted its list of capital projects it once funded as part of the Regional Economic Acceleration and Development Initiative. Here's Gary Dick.
The partnership, which includes Blackford, Delaware, Fayette, Grant, Jay, Henry, Randolph, and Wayne counties, was awarded $15 million in ready funding. The group's plan includes regional housing and commercial development, including more than 250 market-rate housing units, as well as regional broadband access, especially in Blackford County, to attract and retain talent. The plan also seeks to develop early childhood education and career pipelines, along with opportunities for upskilling and training and quality of place improvements at the region's parks, downtowns, and cultural arts centers. The partnership says it will continue to work with the Indiana Economic Development Corporation to finalize project information and begin submitting recommended projects to the state's grant management tool for final review and approval. You can connect to the full plan at InsideIndianaBusiness.com. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Chicago-based solar energy development company Ranger Power is planning to build a solar farm on nearly 2,000 acres east of the Howard County town of Greentown. The Kokomo Tribune reports Ranger Power, which originally announced the project in 2020, is the second company with plans to convert agricultural land in the county to solar energy harvesters. The Locomotive Solar Farm will cover up to 1,700 acres, and the publication reports solar panels will cover about a third of the area. The panels will be no taller than 20 feet. Ranger Power expects the project will last up to 35 years and then be decommissioned afterward. In addition, Ranger Power has opened an office at Inventrek Park in Kokomo. A growing number of states and communities is developing incentive packages to attract remote workers, and Indiana is no exception. A unique aspect of the Hoosier effort is to draw recent college graduates to Indiana by creating a sense of community among digital employees. Serial entrepreneur Bill Osterly, co-founder of Indianapolis-based Make My Move, is one of the driving forces behind the Indiana Remote First Fellowship. Make My Move CEO Mike Rutz says the program gives young remote workers networking and career development they normally would get from in-person positions.
And basically ensure that their entree into the workforce as a remote worker is more successful and, quite honestly, more pleasant, and that it happens here in Indiana.
Fellowship offerings will be available to new graduates and those with fewer than 2 years on the job in remote positions. Indy 500 pole sitter Scott Dixon is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now from your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.